hear you.
Okay. Okay, let's start it. Today is I know it's the July 1st, International Children Day, and as many children, like my daughter too, she need to go to the school for the GN party, GN ceremony. So anyway, thank you for being here tonight. It's the 6 p.m. 5 minutes past 6 p.m. in California, and about 8:05 in the morning in Vietnam. So regularly this hour is for us to share with you one of the great business opportunities. And before doing that, let me quickly introduce myself. Yes, my name is Simon. Simon Lei, 51 years old, and living in California. The father, husband, the father of 3 children, and my background in finance accounting for so many years. However, for the last 10 years, I love network marketing. I love to build affiliate the organizations, because one of the beautiful industry when you have other people to make the money, and especially for the last 10 years, we can see the trend for the crypto, for the blockchains. They're already, everywhere. Start with the Bitcoin blockchain 10 years ago. Now the market for the crypto more or less about $2,000 billion, and more, many countries, many big and small corporations, many startup companies, they take advantage of technology, the blockchain, the crypto, the tokenization to build their business, to build or revise, the business. For example, like the Facebook right now, after so many years experience, last year they changed the name to Meta, because they know the metaverse, the blockchain, the GameFi, that's the future. So they invest heavily in there. So today, I really want to share with you one of the great opportunities just in the market for the third week, still in the pre-launchings. And here in the you can see on the screen, that's the management, that's the founder of the project I'm talking about. He's on the name of people from the Sweden, from the Finland. They are the founder management of the Lapland Mineral Incorporation, and also they are, the company named BinaryTorrent. BinaryTorrent is set up in America. So, and before, I will share with you why it's very, very special. Let's listen some short video clip about, about this opportunity. Let give me just a few minutes. I put the video clip for us to have a chance. Hold on. Let me put the sound, okay? And the video clip about this opportunity we call the BinaryTorrent.
Chưa có thấy anh ơi.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Can you see the screen? When can you see the screen? Em có thấy không?
Em thấy ạ.
Thank you. Talking about the goal. Yes, we just watched a very short video clip about the BinaryTorrent company and the project. This company set up in America, and the generic is the photo in the second here. Generic is the split, and he's he's the co-founder of the BinaryTorrent LLC in America. And the concept, the vision, the mission is how to tokenize the gold, because the gold is one of the very, very valuable assets 1,000 years ago, now, and in the future. Gold is the gold. Very, very, many countries, many central bank, they want to keep the gold because they want to against the inflation, or the currency from other company, another country, because the government nowadays, because of the, they run the country, they print so much money out, so that's why inflations keep going up. The same in the US dollar. So that's why gold still very, very, very one of the access considered very safety to invest. So in order to do that, how to make the token backed up by gold globally. So that's why the management team, they find out the solutions. They register in US because the US is a very top country in the world in terms of regulation, and they were advised to to use the digital product. So that means the publishing right. Publishing right is the digital product, can be registered and sold in US and in other countries. And the gold backup by gold token backup by gold, just like the airdrop, the free token with the packet. So that's a very, very good way to structure legally. So, and let's listen to Bo Jensen. Bo Jensen is the vice president of sales and marketing of the company. He's from Denmark, and he already have a hit book published in USA. And let's listen to how he mentions about the publishing right, how to protect our freedom, our speech, our article, our story from the social media. Let's listen to his sharing now. Okay. Can you hear it, Quỳnh? Can you hear that?
Dạ chưa thấy anh.
Okay, so I'm not sure. Okay, the video clip on, and we can listen why the publishing is a legal way for all of us to get into the business in USA. Okay, let's listen on that one. Hold on. Okay, give me 1 minute. I put in okay. Yeah, give me 1 second here. I put in the video clip. No.
Person I've also known over 20.
Can you see that?
Okay
years,
rồi anh ạ.
26 years actually. I met him in my second MLM business opportunity in Norway. He is Danish. He's our vice president of sales and marketing. He's been 20 years in the financial industry, and obviously has a lot of experience from MLM. More importantly, he's also written and published his own book, so he knows everything about when it comes to content ownership and yeah, what goes down there. So Bo Jensen, are you with us from Norway?
I'm here, Jan Erik. Thank you for the introduction. And thank you, Ari, for your words also. Yes, I've known these people for more than 20 years. I love them both, and I consider them my good friends. And as Ari said, we have the same values. And one of the things that we have been looking at is how the fiat currencies are evolving lately, and especially since, I would say, since 2008, 2009, we have seen how central banks around the world, especially the Federal Reserve in USA, you have the European Central Bank, but you also have smaller central banks like the Norwegian and the Danish and so forth, how they have been printing more and more of their fiat currencies. Now, when they do that, the value sort of disappear. If you ask an economist today, can you describe to me what money is? Most of them will say, well, money is a way to exchange, you know, services and goods. It's also a way of keep counting, and it's also a store of value. And that is where every economist in the world is wrong, because if you store your value, like your exceed money, in a fiat currency, you can be sure that you will lose some of the purchase power every year. And what we are seeing now these days, when inflation are really, really high, we are seeing that the actual purchasing power of each, let's say, dollar or krona or whatever, is falling like a stone. And I think that maybe in 6 to 8 months, we're going to see some really disasters out there. And it's mainly because of this, because, you know, this is just paper. And the only thing that keeps this floating is that everyone around the world uses this to sell and to buy. All the oil in the world, at least most of the oil in the world today, are actually sold and bought in dollars. When that disappears from the scene, I am pretty sure we're going to see some drastic things going on with one of the largest currencies in the world. So we were looking at how central banks are operating, and what they're doing these days is, because of the extreme inflation that we're going to see, we're not going to see like 8 to 12% a year. We're going to see something like 55 and 60. And it's going to be really, really hard for the middle class to actually survive this, because the only thing that the central banks can do and will do is that they are going to hike up the mortgage rate. So your mortgage on your house will become way more expensive than it is today. At the same time, you're getting prices that go through the roof. And we are talking about electricity and other forms of energy, especially for transportation. So the value of the dollar or the money is going down, and the prices are going up, and people are getting stuck in the middle. So what can we do about this? So we looked at the crypto space, and in the crypto space, it's not in the same way as it is in the fiat currency system, but you have what we call large whales. If you look at Bitcoin, that's individuals who own a lot of one type of cryptocurrency. Now, what these people can actually do, they can manipulate the price. They can go in and they can start selling at a very low price so that the price will fall. And when the small fish with the small people are getting destroyed, these huge whales will come in and just sweep up the market. We have seen that done over and over again in the last 10 years. So we need to find something that can actually work the way money should have worked. First of all, a medium to exchange services and goods, a medium to store your value, and also to be something that you can count with. And that is actually what you can do with our token. People, they ask me, you know, what will this token be worth in 2 years from now, 5 years from now? And the answer is always the same. it will be 0.1 gram of gold. And if you look at the prices today, 1 gram of gold is like $56, now 56 euros. That means that each of the token will be worth 5.6 euros today. I don't know if you're going to go into this about the packages and the sizes of them, Jan-Erik, but I can say that in what we call the black package, you get 2,300 tokens with that, and the value of that is actually 12,880 euros, more or less. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this will work out. But what I know for sure is that in the upcoming months, and at least in the next year, a lot of people with a lot of money, they will search for what we call safe haven. And I see that there is a huge potential in this token. One of the reasons is gold has historically been a good way to stay safe when there is a turbulence in the financial market. But physical gold is kind of hard to actually do transaction with. So what we're doing now, we're kind of bridging the old world into the new world, but we are taking away those things that are bad from both places. And we are going to bring this up to be one of the greatest thing after sliced bread, I think. So it's a pleasure to be on board with this, and I'm really looking forward to meet a lot of you guys out there in person. And the future is bright if you have the right mindset. And as we all know, I mean, Jan-Erik didn't say this, but I actually am also a certified NLP coach. And in NLP, you learn that, you know, the only thing that are stopping you from having the success that you want is you. Sometimes you just have to get out of your way to actually go for it and make this what it's going to be. So I'm looking forward to see what we can actually do here. It's been some really exciting weeks, and I think that the future I can't think too much about it, because then I can't sleep at night. So with those words, Jan-Erik, it's up to you.
So that's from Mr. Bo. He's the vice president of sales and marketing of the BinaryTorrent in US. He's Norway, but living in Denmark, and he have a book. He wrote a book published in USA, and so that's why he know how to use the social media, use all the public writing to reach out to many people. So that's his point of view about why goal is very important. So the next just a few minutes, we will learn more about the BinaryTorrent. What is it about? How we can make the money? How the people need to consider gold is one of the safest investment, protection, the access. So let's move to the second part from the Jan-Erik.
And I'm going to share a picture that we have here. Let me share my screen. And we talk about this, which is of course very important to understand the dynamic of our business plan. We call the internet the network of content, because you can find a lot of maybe not all true information, but definitely if you dig into the internet, you can find a lot of resources, and that's kind of the way we work today. A lot of things we do is post stuff on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, and TikTok, and Gab, and whatnot, Twitter. And you actually give up your ownership of the content. So our product packages actually makes you take control of your own content. And we will be launching that platform together with our American partners, Made for Share, publishing LLC in next month. It's going to take probably more than 1.5 weeks more than it's going to go live. And that's just the start, because you are really not in control of your content. If you give your story or your book or your ideas to Facebook, they kind of own it, and they also monetize on it. So that's also very important to understand. And what Bo talked about was bridging old to the new. You know, back in the day, so even 5,000-6,000 years ago, gold was kind of the commodity. Silver was also, but gold was more hyped and is always going to be more hyped because it has more value. There is less of it. That's also a reason. Then the government started printing money back a few hundred years ago, and you know, then it was backed up by something like gold. But 1971, the gold standard was abandoned in the world, and now they just print money, and there is no real value actually behind it. The electronic money came about 25-30 years ago. PayPal was probably one of the first, and do you know that there is money? And the reality is you don't. And a lot of banks, they do the same. They just invent money until we got the crypto thing started by this so-called inventor of Bitcoin and blockchain technology. But then it's transparent because it's blockchain based, it's immutable, you can't change it. And that is also the advantages with our token, the Lapland Mineral Gold token. It's decentralized. You control it yourself. It's international, transparent, accessible, secure, and it has, like Bo said, and also Ari, always a value of 0.1 gram of gold. And more importantly, environmentally friendly today. There's a lot of people talking about the environment. One of the things that Ari chose for the LMGT was to create it on Binance Smart Chain, which is the BNB native token for Binance. So it's a BEP20 token, which means it's more or less immediate settlements. You can send it, swap it, do whatever you want within less than 10 seconds. That's not the case with Bitcoin or Ethereum or even US Tether. It's very, very expensive. If you use Ethereum virtual machines behind it, like ERC20, for instance. Now, our company BinaryTorrent is, as I said, it's a registered US company. And the reason for that is obviously it's very, very strict regulations. So when we don't have anything to hide, we have nothing to be, afraid of. We created a pay plan where you get paid 5 ways. It's a binary plan. It's very aggressive, but it's also very scalable. And there is a payout cap of about 60%. Even though I know a lot of people experience binary plans to not be, possible to grow, or they can, let's say, collapse. That's not the case here. We have put a lot of our experience, more than 60 years combined. And if you take Bo into the game, it's 86 years of MLM into this. So we kind of know that it will work. We also have a money back guarantee, which is also important to understand, that we can actually give people money back within 10 days if they choose to get their money back. Lapland Mineral, the company that Ari founded, is again the creator of the LMGT, and that BEP20 token is already on Binance publicly there. It's possible to swap it and even trade it on some swap exchanges, but we're not allowing that to happen because in BinaryTorrent we have an internal token. That's also important to understand. The internal token is something that lives inside of the BinaryTorrent system. So starting from latest 1st of September, you will be able to also trade it there. And the vision obviously for Lapland Mineral is to provide additional environmentally friendly mineral tokens with a stable store of value. So the exchange will launch, well, actually in the end of August when we have the official launch. The external DEX listing will happen at the latest in the end of 2023, and we expect to reach a sale of 8 billion euros by the end of next year. And when that happens, and when the token is listed publicly, you will be able to swap your internal token, whatever that is, 100, 1,000, 500, to the external token. Then we will add additional environmentally friendly tokens in the system, because we see this as a long-term business and a long-term opportunity for our members, because everyone knows that when you have a working network where people are getting paid and everyone is excited, what they want is obviously to continue to work and promote the business. So, and that's exactly what we are doing in our roadmap. Now, we have been published in some magazines. This is actually the US magazine you can get. That was the May edition of Issue Wire. There's been a lot of press releases also. This is just a couple of them that you can find if you just Google Lapland Minerals or BinaryTorrent LLC. You will find these, you can read about them. And again, there is nothing here to hide. What we have done is obviously we have blocked Finland to participate in this opportunity for the very same reason that we are actually dealing with the governments in Finland, or at least Ari is, and he also lives there and obviously speak the language. Like Bo said, we have product packages. Anyone can start for free, and they start for free and you know, get another customer who actually buys a product package with publishing rights, and included in them are some free tokens. They will earn a 10% direct selling commission or bonus. And then there is additionally 4 other ways to earn money in the pay plan. But like Bo said, the black package, for instance, gives 2,300 tokens right now. It's also very good to know and understand that the dynamic of this is the longer and we go in the future, and the closer we come to the actual public listing, the less token there will be in each package, which will again validate the value of the token once it is actually public. So, but every token follows the gold price index, and 1 LNGT equals 0.1 gram of gold. That's also not going to change ever. So with that, I'm actually going to turn over the.
So Jan-Erik, he's the co-founder of BinaryTorrent, registered in US. Just share with us what it's about the BinaryTorrent, why the tokens LMGT backed up by 0.1 gram of gold. That's the goal, the my goal already verified, certified by the Finland's the Finnish government agency. So that's a huge goal over there. And just moreover, if you can, you can go to some website that I share quickly with you. Here's the website of BinaryTorrent, and we are in the pre-launching. So that means not official opening yet. The official openings we plan the beginning of September, and we still have less than 3 months before the whole world will, we will know about our company, our project. So you are very, very, very first one, the first member, the leader know about this opportunity. And all information here, you can see the address, the name of our company registered in Delaware, USA, the business presentation, term condition, the compensation plan, and the support in many, many different languages. So if you go here, you can see they have English, Chinese, Korea, Spanish, Swedish, Vietnamese, and more to come. And if you go to the Lapland, the website of the company, so you can go to Lapland Mineral. So that's the official website, the one to issue the token, the blockchain of the token. You can see here, we are in the Binance. Binance. We have the smart contract and 1.2 billion token and backed up by 0.1 gram of gold. If you go to the Binance here, the smart contract, you can see here, our name, our token already on the Binance, 1.2 billion token. And if you know about the token, the blockchains, Binance is very, very famous exchange. And many countries, they accept Binance official operate in their country. And in order to get the verified and put our website here, laplandmineral.com, in the official Binance website, the Binance had to verify a lot of things. So that's, we're already here, everything ready. We have a white paper here. We have some decentralized exchange called swap, BinaryTorrent, ready for us to swap our token. So again, the roadmap very clearly. September 1st this year, internal exchange open. People can buy and sell among the member. And next year, the Q3 next year, when we have a few 100,000 members, so then the token will be on the public decentralized exchange. So here the website of the mineral, and also made for share. Made for share is you can publish your article there, and we'll be ready for before 10th of June. So again, everything ready, everything that's the legally registered and ready to launch in everywhere. And finally, here the list again. That's the management team. You can see them every Sunday at 9 a.m. California times for the business Zoom dialogue with the management. And you have a chance to come to Sweden, to Finland, to meet them in person. They have so many years experience, international operation, network marketing on the gold mine. So they have experience. And luckily for me, about 2 weeks, less than 3 weeks ago, I was in Stockholm, Sweden, be able to meet the Ari. He's the founder. He's the founder of the Lapland Mineral. I met the Chen Ari. He's the co-founder of BinaryTorrent. So that's about our business. So to sum up, this is they have a couple of advantages differently. First of all, the first ever this kind of project in the market. Token backed up by the real gold, reserve gold, the gold underground, the gold mine verified, certified by the government, the government agency from Finland. So, and this one of the first kind in the market. I know many other projects, many companies, they plan to do that, but we are the first one in the market, and we have a trend, to set up the brand name in the market for the next 1, 2, or 3 years. Secondly, the whole management team, the whole way to set up legally in America, in Europe, and real founder, real management team, real people. So we have a chance to interact with them. Next, they use the affiliate, the network marketing, the binary. And the binary is very good for the leader, for the member, for the one who really want to work to earn the money. Around 60% payout, like the bonus, like the salary. Can you imagine 2 years from now, when the sale $8 billion and 60% of them, more or less about $4 or $5 billion, that's the commission, the bonus payout for the people who want to develop, to want to work and earn. $4 or $5 billion bonus commission will pay out for the next 18 months, 24 months, 2 years. And that's the new one. People love, no matter what, people love gold. They can see gold is one of the safest, investment to against inflation, against turbulence in the like economy or political or the war or maybe the virus. So that's why people love to hold the gold. And the token backed up by gold will be one of the favorable token for the people to hold when they understand that. So you are the very first member leaders to know about this opportunity. So I encourage you to come back to ask the people who invite you to in this group, the webinar, to get information, sign up, become the member, start to learn, start to work and make the money. So thank you so much for participating, and I will see you in the next webinar. Thank you. It's Simon Lay from California. Bye bye for now.